My brilliant, beautiful daughter once said, and I quote, "You read one page, but you didn't read the book." That girl there is one of a kind. What she meant by that is someone might think they know you, but they ain't really put in their research. They ain't really studied enough. Okay? One page does not define a book, just like one tweet, one comment, one instance doesn't define a person. What you talking about, first? Well, I'm talking about this. Y'all see that right there in the banner? If you follow me closely, okay, if you one of the real ones, for real, supporting me, you know that's something I often say, that America is Mississippi, okay? I've done segments dealing with that premise before, given all the various attacks that we as Mississippians endure from folks outside our state, whether it be Southerners, Midwesterners, folks from the Northeast, folks from California, you name it. Folks take shots at the state of Mississippi, particularly since the departure of Jackson State's former football coach Deion Sanders. Seemed like those attacks increased because he's so popular and he chose to leave and said a bunch of bad things. Okay. So I would say I have become one of the faces of defending us. Okay. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of views from people around this country who see me defend my beloved Mississippi against unwarranted attacks. Okay. I say the unwarranted attacks because shit, when we get shit wrong, gang, I'm going to say we wrong. Because you can't solve a problem if you don't acknowledge the problem. So I also am one of the faces of calling us out for our bullshit. I stay going off about our Mississippi governor, Tay Reeves. I do. I am one of the few who not only called for Brett Favre to get that money back, I've called for him to take his ass to jail. Not take his ass to jail, to be put in jail. Okay? I say it publicly. Probably a lot of people say it behind closed doors, but I say this shit publicly. Okay? So I've actually put my face on defending my state, and because of that, I've been attacked for it. Okay? But unfortunately, some who love Mississippi like I do, who don't know me, felt some type of way when I tweeted that very phrase out recently in response to something that happened in Florida, okay? So let's dive into this real quick, okay? And I want to explain thoroughly why I say America is Mississippi and why I stand by that shit, okay? But before I do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy First, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on some again. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, that share button. Put all your people on it, okay? There was a tweet from a brother by the name of Philip Lewis, okay? Basically, this brother shares shit, keeps you on game in terms of noteworthy shit going on in our country and around the world, really, okay? In his bio, it says he's a Detroit native and deputy editor of at Huffington Post. Okay, no, that's a liberal leaning website. All right. So he posted this. Said the University of Florida has eliminated its diversity, equity, and inclusion offices, firing its full-time employees and ending DEI contracts with outside vendors. Okay. I've told y'all before, they're at war with us, black people. They're at war with us. I've said to you, real ones, that since 2020, since the lynching of George Floyd and the movement that we seemed to have, racists have been on their shit, pushing back forcefully on what they saw. They didn't like that. Okay. So when you hear them say they're anti-woke, that's a shot at us. When you hear them saying the anti-critical race theory, that's a shot at us. When you hear them say they are anti-DEI, that's a shot at us. Okay, they've been at war with us. Okay. But see, like I said, there have been many attacks on my beloved Mississippi. And folks try to act like, oh, this don't happen nowhere else. Folks that sat up there and asked people like me, why y'all still in Mississippi? Slavery is over. Folks have said it, not directly to me, but they just saying that to Mississippians. Why are y'all still in Mississippi? Slavery is over. No way I could live in Mississippi. Mississippians who left and got some money and went to other places. Oh, that's why I left, because this is that and the third. Y'all saw we went viral for somebody claiming that we had sundown towns and that Jackson, Mississippi, one of the blackest cities in the country, a mayor who is the son of a black liberation fighter, okay, to my Chokwe Lumumba, his pops was a real deal black liberation fighter. Shout out to the OG, the legend, okay, and long live to him, one of my heroes. But these motherfuckers were trying to say that town is a town that after sundown, black people better not come out. They took the scandal about the unclaimed bodies and blew that into something different, morphed that into a whole nother story. Like, I guess white folks were still around here killing us up and then burying us somewhere behind a jail and shit. All this kind of crazy shit, man. That's been going on. And then with me, defending, dodging all that shit, dodging it. So when I say America is Mississippi, I'm letting these motherfuckers know, hey man, hey, that shit you say only happened in my state, hey, look at you. Because don't get it twisted. Our governor is anti-DEI. Our lieutenant governor is anti-DEI. Hell, one of our senators, one of our U.S. senators, Roger Wicker, is right now in his campaign commercials talking about how he's anti-woke and anti-DEI. Okay? So, see, somebody gonna quote tweet my shit and say this: America is what people think Mississippi is. No, King, I can't even say that, because we fucked up now. We fucked up. I just told you, got this U.S. Senator, Roger Wicker, up here talking this bullshit in his commercials. We got bullshitting ass Senator Sidney Hyde Smith. Look her up. Look up her history. Okay? We in a state where they still celebrating Confederate History Month. We're in a state where on Dr. King Day, these motherfuckers officially are also celebrating Robert E. Lee Day. Look it up. If you don't know who Robert E. Lee is, Robert E. Lee was the most notable general for the Confederacy during the Civil War. Okay? We still live in a state like that now. So let's not get it twisted. Mississippi is still fucked up when it comes to race relations. Yes, it is. But so is the United States of America. So is the United States of America. So when y'all see me say that shit right there, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. And if you follow me, you know that. And I'm not saying this with any malice in my heart. The people who misunderstood what the fuck I was saying seemed like they love Mississippi. So I'm not doing that. Not doing that. What I would do is, though, caution those people and anybody else. Hey, don't judge somebody by one motherfucking tweet, especially if you don't understand what's going on. You need to do some research. Click on their goddamn bio. Scroll down a little bit. See if you see some consistency. That's what I do. That's what I do. I even do that if it's something I like. I said, hold on, let me see if this somebody out. Let me click on this and see what this person about real quick. And if everything matches up, then okay, we Gucci. Okay? Because clearly motherfuckers know that first about that. I'm about that action. I'm about that action. It's to the point I go so hard in this bitch, my wife and my mama be scared for me. For how hard I go against these white supremacists and how hard I go for black people in my beloved state of Mississippi. Because again, I told y'all, real ones that follow me for real, I told y'all I just got done reading that book, We Will Shoot Back. I told y'all that book scared the shit out of me, y'all, as well as inspired me. But again, it scared the shit out of me because people like me, historically, in this state have been targeted by local racist vigilantes, by local governments, the state government, and shit, the federal government too. And that's scary. See, I'm not one of these motherfuckers finna lie to y'all like I'm just some fearless person. You feel me? Like sometimes in my raps, I probably have said, I ain't scared of shit or something like that. But you know how you are in a rap song and your bravado and you're trying to rhyme and all that kind of shit. But just keeping it 100, I am not fearless. I'm not fearful either, but I am not fearless. Only a crazy motherfucker is fearless. You gotta have some fear to survive. You understand? You gotta know, you gotta goddamn, you at the zoo and the lion break up out that bitch, you better haul ass. Now's not the time to play gangster. You better haul ass. You better haul ass. I hope you got a pistol on you or something, or a rifle or something. You feel me? Fear helps you survive. So I am not fearless. But I am not finna let fear stop me for fighting for justice. And I think that makes me noble. I'm proud of myself for that. Okay? I really am proud of myself for that. So to the queen who misunderstood what I was saying and said this, can y'all not make a point about racism without using Mississippi? Like, I really don't like how y'all do this to Mississippi every single time. Alabama is right the fuck there. Use them sometimes. They used to be, still are, on the same shit. Shit. She ain't put shit on it, the T on it. Like, damn, get creative. Now, one real one came through and tried to let her know, hey, he's one of us, good sister. Okay. But then she didn't settle for that. She said, well, now that makes me sad. Because why we feeding into the negative hype too? Okay. And I responded. And I let the queen know that I am a former award-winning U.S. history teacher. I'm from Mississippi. And that I make that statement right there to defend us. Because my point is that all 50 states have racial discrimination. However, people think places like California and New York, California, Florida, Texas, and Georgia are immune, and they are not. Okay? They are not. Now, basically, that queen, she told me she appreciated me elaborating on it and thanked me for my service here to the students, stuff like that. But basically, asked that maybe I had made that point previously. But again, my point is, don't judge somebody by that one page. Because if you read this book, if you read the book of first, anybody can clearly see what I'm on. And I can't live my life trying to do all these gymnastics just because somebody might just not be coming to the party. It's like a DJ at a party. You come late to the party, and then you walk up to them and ask them, well, why you ain't play my song? But you were late. They already played that bitch an hour ago. You understand? So you can't come late to the party and ask why I ain't play your song. Or because people that know me, they get what I mean by that. You feel me? But shout out to that queen, okay, for being willing to defend Mississippi. Okay. You just don't have to defend it from me, queen. We on the same team. Okay. Another person though. This person said every single time y'all pick a southern state to do this, it lets me know that y'all really think the North is the land racism never reached. This is very laughable, given who I am. Very laughable, given who I am. All right, so I told this brother wrong. I am a former award-winning U.S. history teacher. I know what the hell I'm talking about. 2, I make this statement about all 50 states. However, many have convinced themselves that some southern states like Florida, Texas, and Georgia are safe havens from racism. They are not. They are not. Okay. I literally, in my career, have to teach about 2 terms: de jure segregation and de facto segregation. Okay. Basically, de jure segregation, or some people pronounce it de jure. Okay. Whichever one you choose. Basically, that's segregation by law. Okay. It's codified. They put that shit on paper. Okay, what your ass couldn't do. So, like in the South, it was against the law for a black person and white person to get married. Don't give a fuck how much you loved each other. Your ass was you weren't getting married. Okay. Whereas in the North, you had de facto segregation. So yeah, it might not be on paper, it might not be law, it might not be codified, okay, but your ass still knew by custom, by a matter of fact, that you better stay in your damn place. So use that same example with marriage, okay? So it might not have been against the law in New York City for a black person and white person to get married, but let you be a black man, 1937, and you walking down Fifth Avenue in New York with a white woman. You still might get fucked up. You still might have some racist person say, hey, boy, what you doing with that white woman? You know? The heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Louis, would not be photographed with a white woman. His handlers would not let him do it. He's the heavyweight champion of the world. But it was de facto segregation. Okay? So I know all about that shit. But that person read one page and didn't read the book. We got to stop that. We got to really pump the brakes on that. Okay? Because you'll fuck around and be alienating somebody who is actually an ally. This person thinks like that. I'm an ally. I'm somebody he should be fucking with, following, subscribe to, sharing my shit. But he don't know that because he read one page, didn't read the book. You understand? So let's be careful with that, man. You feel me? Let's be careful with that. And I'm telling y'all what I gotta tell myself. I gotta be careful with that too. I don't want to do that to people. I don't want to share some shit from somebody who I think is real and they turn out to be a piece of shit. But I don't want to critique something from somebody who real and maybe I misunderstand what they're posting and shit like that, and I go off on them or make a video about them and I don't really know them. Like, like that. I don't want to do that either. And I apologize if I ever have done that. You feel me? But we don't want to go down that road. You feel me? Because clearly there's some bullshit going on in this United States of America of ours. Okay, that clearly shows that America is Mississippi. Whether it be that ruling, whether it be what Florida just did, I should say. Okay, whether it be did this motherfucker, I saw this. Same brother Philip Lewis shared this. The candidate atop the Republican ballot for Missouri governor says he was only an honorary KKK member. What the fuck is that? He was only an honorary KKK member. See, shit like this makes me say America is Mississippi. And I can't say America is what people think Mississippi is, because because Mississippi still to this day has places in it named for KKK members. Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the University of Southern Mississippi, is named after the county, I should say. The county where Hattiesburg is located is named after one of the founders of the Ku Klux Klan, Nathan Bedford Forrest. Look it up. So I can't exclude us. As much as I love my Mississippi, I cannot exclude us because, yes, this is our history. Yes, we had the history of having the most violent Klan, okay? Yes, some of the most notable, most famous things that happened in the Civil Rights Movement happened here. Emmett Till, the murder of Medgar Evers, okay? The murder of the 3 civil rights workers, okay? Goodman, Cheney, and Schwerner. That shit happened here. This shit is in history books around the country. That shit happened here. One of the most famous pictures of sit-ins, okay, at a Woolworths. That happened here. That happened here. It did. My whole life, we have not been no damn swing state. I was born in 1984. Florida was a purple state at one point. Some folks say Georgia trying to become a little purple leaning. Joe Biden won Georgia, okay? They had, Georgia got Senator Warnock, okay? Mississippi can't say that. This is Trump country, Jack, okay? Because of the racial divide. This is the blackest state in the union, but unfortunately, Trump got a lot of my white brothers and sisters in this bitch mesmerized. So I can't absolve us and just get on Missouri for shit like that. For a motherfucker running for governor saying he's an honorary Klansman. Can't absolve us. When men in our state still paying tribute to the Klan, to the Confederacy, and all that shit. What I will continue to say is that America is Mississippi. I will continue to say that Mississippi must do better, must be better, but so does America. So people from outside of my beloved state, please stop trying to put that jacket on just us. Okay? That racial discrimination is only here. As I said before, we're the blackest state in the union. And due to that, white supremacists have been quite evil here. So they can maintain control. Okay? Look up the Mississippi plan. Take a look at the Mississippi plan when you have a chance. I know I'm throwing a lot at y'all. Okay? But in short, the Mississippi plan was basically a model for segregation. Okay. That a lot of other states wanted to follow after the end of the Civil War and then after the end of Reconstruction. Okay. Uh, Mississippi was so effective in disenfranchising my people here. Mississippi was so effective in even after so-called emancipation, keeping my people in second-class citizenship here. That hell, other states who want to do the same with their black people said, shit, we need to do that. We need to do what they did. You feel me? Look it up. So like my forefathers and foremothers before me, I will continue to fight for my beloved Mississippi. Okay? For me, it's pretty much either I stay here and fight or I'm going to be on my Marcus Garvey shit and go back to our ancestral home of Africa. Those are my only two options. But while I'm in this bitch, I'm going to keep fighting. And I will continue to also say that America is Mississippi and do better. Put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.